Welcome to the recap video for week number 5. And then we're going to throw in the preview video for week number 6. Woo! Man,
let's go, baby!
This week was crazy, bro. Crazy. We had COVID. We had rescheduled games. We had a Tuesday night matchup, bro. We had a game that ended in less than 1 point difference, bro. The recap is here, Angel. Take us away,
Let's
man.
go, man. So let's kick it off with what was the official upset of the week, and that's the Jeffersons, a.k.a. Big Mike.
Big Mike.
You know, taking my team down, bro. He puts up 150 points, and he is a happy man to have A.J. Brown back in his lineup. Dalvin Cook got injured, but still put up 19 points before he left, and looks like he'll probably be back by next week, unless they want to choose to keep him out. But even then, he's got Madison, who Chris dropped, and he picked him up real quick off the waivers about a week or two ago. So, Big Mike's team
Big Mike,
looked different
Big Mike
this
is trying
week.
to be like he's trying to be like Rich and handcuff his guys. You know, Dalvin Cook. It looks like he's got Tony Pollard in case anything happens to Zeke. You know, Darrell Henderson, Cam Akers. You know, he's trying to do this whole Rich strategy, which is dumb.
It is smart. Look at Mike Davis. What you mean dumb?
Yeah, whatever. It's dumb, bro.
You're the one that didn't get Chase Edmonds when you traded for Kane and Drake. When you should have got it.
Yeah, I didn't. And Kane and Drake is looking like ass right now. But Big Mike does what we said he was going to do. You know, Angel with a lot of his team out, injury riddled, buys, But, hey, congrats to Big Mike. Next up, we're going to talk about the letdown of the week, which would be Drake and Josh, myself, against probably the worst name in the whole league, Armed Roger.
Definitely the worst name thus far this season. Sorry, Rich. We gotta do something different there.
Yeah, go back to the drawing board with that one, bro.
But Rich has made
he's
made the comeback of the season so far. Well, what I would consider a comeback. He started off a little slow. I don't believe his
not the comeback. Not the comeback,
what
bro.
You mean?
Not the comeback, but he's trending in the right direction, okay?
Well, we didn't have him projected very high. He didn't start off very good. Wasn't putting up a lot of points during the first and second game. But this guy is on a mission. He puts out trade offers weekly. He puts a little note on everyone's door. And just to kind of, knock and see, hey, you interested? No? Okay, no problem. I'll be back next week. He's like that door-to-door guy that, eventually he's going to get you. And, his team has evolved into a completely different team. He's got Aaron Rodgers as a starting quarterback. He's got Le'Veon Bell going to an upgrade. Anywhere he goes is going to be an upgrade compared to where he's at now. Miles Sanders has a great second half season. He traded Michael Thomas for 2 studs in Adam Thielen and Julio Jones. Cooper Kupp in his flex. Melvin Gordon also going to be in his flex. I mean, his team is just looking very, very promising, and through some hard work and hard effort. Now, on the other side of the ball, you're trying, bro. You're trying, but it's like you're in quicksand. The more you move, the harder you try, the more you sink, bro. I mean, you just can't catch a break.
Yeah. Well, I can't. But it's not gonna stop me from making moves. I'm still gonna go out there and try to ruin some playoff chances. And end some dreams. But Rich got the best of me with Justin Herbert having a phenomenal game. Adam Thielen, Miles Sanders, all those guys did just enough to knock me out and
listen, man.
So good job, Rich.
Playoffs. Just get yourself out of the lead for the pink shirt, okay? Just focus on at least that.
Yeah.
All right. Who we got next?
You got it. Yeah, give it back to Chris. Next up, we got Peachy Court.
Bangers. Woo! He's back to.
He was at a
now he's back to winding it back to Zion Williams. Boom!
Yaka.
Oh man, what a game, bro. Man! Now this was the true upset of the week that no one saw coming. No one
predicted.
Beats Talisha by
Deshaun Watson, bro.
0.86 points. And all came down to that final decision, the Tuesday night game. And, first she switches out, finds out John Brown is out thanks to our pro reporter, Chris, which he's been doing a great job. I'm going to give him some props, bro. He's been keeping us all informed. I give him kudos for that. And then she puts in the backup for John Brown, then changes her mind, puts in Khalif Raymond, and regrets it. He puts up 2 catches for not enough points.
Yeah, it's a tough break. But, hey, can we give some big ups to Jared's team? Deshaun Watson comes out, bro. DeAndre Hopkins does what he does. DJ Moore has a good game. Travis Kelce has a good game. He gets Mozart back. He's got the number 1 kicker and
number 1 defense.
I mean, yeah, he was kicking himself because of Scotty Miller on Thursday night, and then you have a big bench performance between Slayton and Mike Williams. But ultimately, the fantasy gods gave you a win. They gave us Talisha's first loss, and we are so happy about that and hope we start a losing streak moving forward. But I'm not the only one to see her happy and be happy about the loss. And I'm very happy to see Jared back in the win column.
All right, who we got next?
Next up was the game
of the
week. And Scolioli Mocalicious going up against Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Both 500 teams, bro. What happened?
We expected a lot more out of these two teams. Scolioli Mocalicious won, but not in the fashion that he wanted to. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air puts up 97 points. His first round pick. You remember the thought process that went through his head when he thought about picking Clyde Edwards-Helaire? He was like, should I do it? And he did it, and he's got to be kicking himself a little bit. I mean, it was definitely a risk. It was a gamble, but it's definitely not going in his direction right now. Putting up 97 points is just unexcusable, and I hope his team can make a comeback. But right now, it's not looking too pretty.
Yeah, I mean, both teams scored, sub 130. Chris, you're not going to win a game scoring less than 100. This was the game to take out Moke. He had some solid performances from Chris Carson, Gardner Minshew, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery.
The
Jaguars. Exactly, the Jaguars, which is crazy. And this was your chance to strike, Chris, but you just did not perform. And Scolioli Mocalicious, now 3-game winning streak, looking on the upward trend, and Chris is right above me in 9th place. So, both are not looking good. But hey, we're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna go to the last but not least. We had Kamara Virus going up against Galladay and Express, man. Were you happy with this outcome or not?
I gotta say I am, because that knocks him down in the, for the rankings overall. If he had one, that would have pushed him up to number 1. And, I'm happy that I'm able to continue to compete for that number 1 spot. But Telly ultimately still keeps that spot after even losing this week. Because both of us came up winless. We were the ones that were able to take her off her throne, and neither of us could come through. But Galladay and Express looking really good, man. 140 points. His team looks solid. Derrick Henry came out and stiff-armed the shit out of Josh Norman. Josh Jacobs performs now that he's on his team and not your team. And unfortunately, Kamara Virus was just injury riddled, and also due to some bye weeks, just had a tough time, man. It is sad to see Dak Prescott go down the way he did. He mentioned in the chat he has him in every single fantasy football league, so he was obviously high on him. And it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who he goes and picks up. Is he going to try to make a trade, or is he going to just stream somebody every week? We'll see.
We'll see, man. Hey, Connor did what his team. He had good performances. Great pickup with Myles Gaskin. This is the second week in a row he performed. Stephon Diggs doing what he's supposed to do. Like you said, Josh Jacobs, as soon as I get rid of him, And Derrick Henry, stiff-arming the shit. He had a good game on Ronald Jones. Kudos to Galladay and Express sitting in 4th place. Got a couple of victories under your belt, man. Good job. But hey, that wraps it up for the recap for week number 5. Bro, we're going to spin it right back, and give you some preview, okay, of what's going to happen in week number 6.
Let's go.
6, bro. All right, man. Week 6 preview. Here it comes, too. We're going to start you off right now with the
Upset of the week. And who do we have as the upset?
Winless. Drake and Josh against
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is it. This is it, bro.
And we got reason to believe.
Tell him.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been on a decline recently. It does not help that his main chef is not in the kitchen this week, and Russell Wilson. Michael Thomas, who he's been waiting to play, didn't get to play him last week because of some baby bullshit. Doesn't get to play him this week because of a bye. And Josh has the opportunity to capitalize on that if he can start the right players, if his team can actually come to play, which I believe Josh Allen has a bounce back week against Kansas City and some other favorable matchups going down the line. So in my opinion, this is a great opportunity for you to get your first win, my boy.
Yes, and it's nothing better than to do it against Chris, man, because we all love to see Chris lose, baby. I cannot wait. I'll be talking so much shit, bro. I'm gonna delete this little crown next to your fucking name and put it on my name, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna take your crown away this week, all right? You can keep LeBron James and the Lakers crown, okay? But I'm snatching your crown this week, bro. Oh, man. Can't wait.
Right, bro.
Cannot
Let's
wait.
go. Who we got next?
Right.
Who we got next? Let's keep it rolling.
Next up, we got Scolioli Mocalicious against Peachy Court. Bangers! Okay, man. For the week, he gets to use the bangers, okay, because he got a win last week. And I mean, this is gonna be, what we call this, the best friend bowl, man. These guys love to hang out. What, bro? I think this game is gonna be better than we expect. What do you think?
I mean, this is gonna be a close game, but I feel like PG Bangers is on the incline. Scolioli has 3 wins in a row, so let's not take that for granted. But his win last week was with 128 points. His team is compiled of Jaguars, Cincinnati Bengals, and Chicago Bears. I mean, it just doesn't sound like a winning recipe.
Garbage time players.
In my opinion, I think Peachy Bangers could get his 3rd win this week. All right, he's got Deshaun Watson, who is hopefully on the up and up after getting rid of that head coach. Raheem Mostert will come in full throttle this week. All right, and then he's still got the Colts as his special teams, who is playing fantastic for him. And don't forget about D-Hop. I think down the line, his team is just performing better, and is going to continue to perform better.
Bro, you're right. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins might as well put up 50 fucking points against that Dallas defense, bro. And Travis Kelce, number 1 tight end in football, bro. I mean, Buffalo was a good defense, but I mean, they let the Titans score 42 on them. Jonnu Smith had 2 touchdowns. So, you're right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and side with you. I'm picking Jared, and it's gonna break Moke's. It's gonna break his 3-game winning streak.
Let's go.
All right. Next up, we got the
game
of the week, bro. We got battle at the top. We got Telly Had a Little Lamb versus Kamara Virus, bro.
Woo!
What a good game this should be. What a good game, bro. What do you think?
I think Talisha has proven that she's not at the top out of luck. I mean, yes, she had a interesting draft, right? But that aside, she's not winning games by putting up 100 points and their opponents putting up 99 or some BS. She's actually putting up a ton of points. These two are the top 2 teams for points for in our league. The number 1 and number 2 team going head to head. Both of them do have big players that are out of the lineups this week in Alvin Kamara, and then in Tyler Lockett for Talisha. So that pretty much evens it out. But besides that, this should be a banger, man. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. And, whoever wins this game essentially takes or keeps that number 1 spot.
Yeah, I think you're giving more credit to Mike's team than deserves. You always side with him. I don't know
Okay.
why, but he loses Alvin Kamara. But he does gain. Devontae Adams back. Philip Lindsay, who knows with the Melvin Gordon DUI situation. He's really banking on Damian Harris to perform with New England. But I think Talisha's team, she just has Tyler Lockett out. I think she's going to be able to fill in, and it's going to be a more lopsided than we think. So I'm going with Talisha to win this game.
I think it's going to be interesting to see who he fills his quarterback with and if that'll make a big difference. I just don't see a lot of potential out there. If he picks up Andy Dalton and Andy Dalton puts up 30 points a game, I'm going to shit myself. But anyways, I don't expect that to happen, and I have Telly winning this matchup too. So let's go.
All right, awesome. Next up, we got Galladay Express against What Will Angel Do Tampa Bay. Will Angel get the value and performance out of Tom Brady than that he expects? Yes or no?
Hell yes. I'm gonna fire Tom Brady up again this week. That's how confident I am in this man. Now listen, I understand he's not going to be a guaranteed start every single week from here on out. But luckily, I found a little gift on the waivers a couple weeks ago. Ryan Tannehill, Biddle dropped him for I don't know what. So that could have been his starting quarterback in place of Dak Prescott, but instead he will be my second string quarterback. And I have people coming back from injuries and Chris Godwin. I have people coming back from bye weeks and Aaron Jones, and my team is ready to light it up this week. So Galladay Express is going to be a Niner Bowl, and I'm going to bring it, baby. So I hope you do too.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree with you more. I do hate to fill up your head with all this bullshit. I hope you start maybe Brandon Cooks based off his performance last week.
What you think about Connor's team? What does he bring to the table?
He brings a lot. He got a favorable matchup with Derrick Henry. Kyler Murray should score 40 points with Dallas. Myles Gaskin going up a Jets defense that is terrible. Dude, actually, he's going to give you a run for your money, man. He has to make a move at tight end because he traded away Mark Andrews to me. Thank you, Connor. But yeah, I'm sure he can find a tight end to fill in for Greg Olsen. It's going to be closer than we think, but I feel like ultimately you pull away.
I think if he had his full lineup with Nick Chubb in, Josh Jacobs in, it would be a close game. But I'm sorry, I got to say, I definitely have I put myself in favor to win this week. So I choose myself, of course.
All right, of course, yeah. Shut the fuck up. All right, next up. Last but not least, we got the worst name in football, Armed Fuckery, Rogery, against also a subpar team name, the Jeffersons.
The battle of the bad team names?
The battle of the bad team names, battle of the big men, battle of the bellies, whatever you want to call it, bro. Tell me, bro, what's going to happen in this game?
This is going to be another banger, man. Let's think about what these teams are right now. The Jeffersons are 2-3. They were 1-3 last week, but came up big, put up 150 points, and his team is back in full form with A.J. Brown back in the lineup. And then on the opposite side, though, you also have Rich, who I already spoke about before, who is definitely on the incline and potentially is hoping that he has Julio Jones back in the lineup. I'm sure he hopes Melvin Gordon won't get suspended. But at the end of the day, both of these guys have rock solid lineups on both ends. So this is going to be a great game, man.
Yeah, I really hope so. Mike is smart. That he got, he's able to fill in Alexander Madison, who should have a good game, big game against Atlanta.
Oh, so now it's smart to handcuff.
I'm very happy.
15 minutes ago, it was stupid, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think this game is going to come down to the quarterbacks. We'll see if Lamar Jackson can play tough against Philly, and Aaron Rodgers play tough against Tom Brady. I think that's what it's going to come down to. But ultimately, I'm going to go ahead and lean with Big Mike's team.
Woo!
I'm going with the Jeffersons to pull this one out.
Well, I don't know why I keep picking against him, but I got to lean the other way. I've talked highly about Rich's team already, and I'm going to stick to my guns.
That's your boy.
So I got Rich.
Mike is your boy. You can't pick for him, bro. Oh, my God.
I can't be biased, man.
Yeah,
I got to keep it 100.
Bite you in the ass.
All right.
Man, I can't believe we just did the preview for week number 6. Week number 6, bro. I'm going to get my first win. You're going to lose. And Tom Brady's not going to put up any
But
points.
look, if you're down right now and out, this is a message to you and anybody else who's down there. This is still anybody's game. We got so many 3-2 teams, 2-3 teams, and we got more than, about half of a regular, more than half of a regular season to go for fantasy football. So keep your heads up, make some trades. Not much to look out for on the waivers, but do what you can, do your research, and it's anybody's ball game still.
All right, man. Good luck to all you fucking scumbags. We hope you guys all lose except us. Have a good week. Thursday Night Football is not tomorrow, okay? That game's been moved, so everything is on Sunday and Monday. We can't wait. It's going to be a great week. See you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.